Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, it's Ravcow. We're going to do a little more Final Fantasy IV Complete Collection today. We're going to start off by checking out what the fights in the underground are like. I'm kind of hoping that these magma tortoises are dispatched with Lazara here. They definitely are. And then we're gonna have Cecil attack. Okay, that's not actually that bad. I was afraid that they were gonna take almost no damage from fire weapons, but it looks like we're fine. As I mentioned in my last video, we're doing a little bit of a grind first. I'm not gonna go super overboard here. I kind of just want to There we go. Cecil takes 1 damage. That's why he's in the back row. If you missed the last episode, I did some changing up here. Namely, putting Cecil in the back row with a dwarf axe so that he can use cover to protect the rest of the party. Let's see what our... Okay, part of me wants to sit here and take advantage of this grinding opportunity, but part of me feels like it's not worth it. So I think what we're gonna do is just wait and see what happens here. Let's do a little bit more grind, see how much XP we're getting on average from these fights. And how fast we can clear them out. Because if it's going at this rate, I'm okay with this. If I can just keep casting Shiva and one-shotting the enemy parties, I'm okay with this. It seems like a good plan, and we'll get a level for everybody. I think is probably about fair. So yeah, 1800. Yeah, maybe not Yang. So at this point, I guess we'll go until Bridia gains a level. And the main reason we're doing this is because Tower of Babil, I'm not super worried about the actual progression stuff there. But I am thinking that the okay, Miss Dragon's animation in this is really cool. No pun intended. Collecting the treasure chests inside the tower is actually the thing I'm worried about. Let's mix it up a bit and see some of the other cool summons. This is actually going pretty well as far as grinds go. Having a black mage back helps a lot. Okay, that was amazingly ridiculous, and I'm okay with it. Video learned bio, and we got a mithril hammer, which is going to sell for some good cash. This is why we're doing this grind right here. Free HP MP restore. How long is it going to take to get another level? I mean, that's not that bad. But it does feel a little unnecessary. I feel like we have a really solid setup for this next section, and as long as we aren't too lax, as long as I don't get too stingy, we'll go with that. As long as I don't get too stingy with magic usage, I think we should be able to clear through this. I have 16 ethers. If I use a bunch of ethers to get through this section, I'm fine. Let's not hoard items. There's a decent chance I'm gonna get another level by the time I get there at this rate anyway. And it definitely feels like with where we're at, we're actually probably, like, these random encounters aren't murdering us like a lot of them do, so I'm actually feeling pretty good. So we're gonna get up here, and then we're going to... Oh, maybe not. I hate navigating without the map. Or without a map. This game does not have a map, and I wish it did. I just noticed the teeth on that turtle. That's actually kind of terrifying. Probably could have used Ifrit or Rama just to mix it up a bit. That could be nasty. We did a decent chunk of damage at first, but I think we're okay. You can see that we're also starting to get our HP is actually starting to get decent with Cecil and Kane, at least. And Yang, obviously. King's HP is always decent. That's not really saying anything for him. See what Rama looks like in this game. Not bad. Summons are neat. Okay, I think this is where it's gonna go into the cutscene. So we're gonna go ahead and save on 3. I'm not gonna heal right now because Oh. Never mind, there is no cutscene. Preemptive strike. And I guess we are gonna heal up before because we're almost out of MP. So why not use a tent while we can? We have plenty. I'm not gonna end this game with 99. Hey, that's the cutscene I was talking about. Except it's not actually a cutscene, it's just a little animation thing there. Okay. Definitely a kill. Probably should have attacked the other one. You know, it's kind of nice actually feeling like you can win fights. Like, maybe it's because of the grind. Maybe it's because we actually have a black mage. I think it's more the second one. Or maybe it's because we maybe it's because we have a black mage who's not as slow as Tella. Honestly, I think part of it's also just the equipment we've got. That dwarf castle purchasing spree that we did was kind of huge. Let's see what these guys are. Same as outside. I'm okay with that. Let's do this. Let's just knock it out. Keep it simple. Jeez. Okay. More creepy dolls. And a really creepy looking puppeteer. Let's see what Ifrit looks like in this one. I love how with each of the summons too, they didn't like completely redesign them. Like, the Ifrit animation in FF4 is that, but with sprites. Like with regular sprites. Like, they didn't completely redesign it. They didn't do anything over the top with it. It's really simple and really well done. Green Beret. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that this is... Nope, magic power. What the heck is Green Beret in this? Full of magic power. I just want to know what other stats it boosts. Randomizer has spoiled me with its ability to actually show you the stats. That's what I thought. Okay, it's the bandana. Oh, hey, that's neat. Just checking quick if there's some random button push that you could do that I wasn't aware of. It's not. So, bandana, or green beret in this case, gives you a mystery egg. What? Okay, so it can still do the hatch animation even though it's stopped. That's good to know. Before we actually fight scary ones. Wow, one step. Starting to get annoyed. Security eye. Okay. I'm not sure if we've got enough power to knock this out, but we're gonna try. Nope. So these fights are really interesting because they will continue re-summoning the creature and giving you the XP for it. So for the ones that are actually really good XP rates, this is actually one of the ways that you can grind in the game, is by farming security eyes or other similar enemies. And there's our ice brand. As I said, we're focusing on Kane as more of a damage dealer right now compared to Cecil. Let's toss another Shiva out. We want to go here first. Woo! That is 4 flame dogs. I think the good news with this one is we're going to get some XP. I don't think I actually finished my statement with the bandana. Bandana is one of the best items in the randomizer because you want to be very offensive in a more speed-oriented setup. So we're going to keep the Ice Brand on hand, but I am going to just keep the Dwarf Axe on Cecil for now. I like this setup. The Ice Brand's time will come. I think we're going to be using that for a decent chunk of the upcoming game. Like, until we get access to some other areas. I, for some reason, don't have Ice Claws. I've been kind of wondering about this for a while. I must have missed it at some point. Which is a little odd to me because I do feel like I'm doing a pretty good job of looting stuff. Not that it matters nearly as much with Catclaw. So I've started talking about the bandana about 3 times, so while we're on the pause screen. It gives a +5 to strength, but it also gives a +5 to vitality, which is really good. It means that you're going to basically boost defense, and it boosts how much you are healed from things like Phoenix Downs, if I'm remembering correctly. It slows down stats effects. It's a pretty good one. Cat Claws is Yang's ultimate weapon. Increases strength, dex, or strength, agility, and vitality. Really strong. I'm okay with an ambush over a backpack. I don't remember if I've explained it. I definitely haven't explained it in a while. Yang actually doesn't get attack power from his weapons. Huh, that's neat. Basically, they give status effects, elemental weaknesses, and the more powerful ones, like the Cat Claw and the Hell Claw or Poison Claw, give status boosts as well, so they increase strength in this case, which does in a way increase his attack. Okay, strength actually does directly increase his attack, but it increases your attack in a couple different ways. So you can see there, attack times 8. What that means is, so like, Kane here is doing 6 attacks when you do the attack command, for 92 damage each with an 87% chance of hitting. So his attacks are actually going to be an average of that, which is based partially on your strength stat. Yang, because his strength is at this really high threshold, is doing 8 times attack. So he's going to be doing a ton of damage, and that's partially because of those boosts from the bandana and the Cat Claw. Killer Bow. We're probably gonna... What? Wow, inventory is full. Is it like full? It is full. I have made a mistake. If for no other reason than because I would like to be able to sell some of this. Okay, so we'll sell, or we'll discard the Gishel Grains. Get that Anarchic Wind. And we'll probably use some more items here along. Killer Bow, we're actually going to use probably in a little bit here on Rose. Possibly. Downside of Cat Claws. Rydia is now slow. But I do feel like these Shiva casts are faster than alternatives. High Potion. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just discard like Maiden Kiss and Antidote and Eye Drops. We're gonna keep the Echo Herbs and Diet Ration because they could theoretically... So they cure Mute and they cure Pig, both of which prevent you from casting spells. So Rosa can heal status effects as long as she can cast spells. Therefore, we only need the status effects that are relevant to let her cast spells again. I'm actually curious. Can these guys one-shot these? Yeah. Okay, so I probably don't actually need to keep casting Shiva at this point. I do wish this game had repels or something along that line. Lower encounter rate. Yeah, this dungeon's huge, and this is only the first section of it. Just for the record. Like... Oh, I don't have the Thunderclaw equipped. He might not one-shot this. Nope. Yang is really neat. I've always kind of enjoyed Yang as a character. As far as just how he plays compared to some of the other characters. But in particular, since playing Randomizer and being able, and finding out how he works so much, there is so much neat stuff with how you can manipulate him based on all of the different little pieces. Like how his stuff works, basically. Like the way his elemental attacks work, and the way his stat boosts work, the way his claws work, as far as just the fact that they don't do damage. Like, I never knew any of that as a kid, and I mean, I still liked him just because he... You know, I'm not actually even 100% sure why. I guess he's a cool karate guy, but, like, think one of the big things with it, I just don't know. I genuinely do not know why I liked Yang. And I think the fact that I do like Yang is part of why I gravitate towards the monk class in FF5 and also in even in FF1. Like, I don't know which one I would have played first necessarily, but I definitely enjoy the unarmed classes in various games. I'm not sure Yang's my favorite version of that, and I think part of that is because he actually does have weapons, but I also never really noticed that he had weapons, or that his weapons didn't matter when I played it originally. Compared to something, I mean, I guess FF1 is weird because it gives you weapons, but it also doesn't tell you that you can not use weapons and be potentially better off. I just realized how awful the way out of this is going to be. Actually, we're going to just ditch this. Moose is awful. There's an Arctic Wind. I can't remember which of those is better. We're almost finally to the top. That one actually wasn't nearly as bad. I feel like I should use the tent, but I also don't think I need to. Because Rosa actually has a decent chunk of MP, and I've got plenty on Rydia. Actually, let's leave Hellclaws on for now. I'm not sure why you get all this ice equipment here, because it's actually not relevant to the boss you're about ready to fight at all. Dry Ether. Yeah, no, I think, so Monk in Final Fantasy Tactics was like genuinely one of my absolute favorite things in that game. My, like, first time playing through the game, I did Squire Monk Ramza and just used his Squire ability to pump his stats and then punched things and had counterattack really early. And just wrecked everything. Have a safe trip, Master Rubicante. Not to worry, Eblin has been decimated along with its ninjas. Take care of things until I return. That is a really weird design for a Rubicante sprite. Now we get some dancing mad scientist action. Bulbas and Rubicante are gone. I'm in charge now. Shh. Who's there? What are you gonna do? I may not be an elemental archfiend, but I, Dr. Luge, am the brains of Golbez's operation. No matter, I will protect this tower. Okay. So, here's where we get one of these fun little things. So, most of the sections of the Dr. Luge fight are considered robots, except for Luge himself. And why that's important is because Kane's Thunderclaw. So they don't have an elemental, or Kane's Thunderclaw gains an elemental bonus against robots. Or not Kane. Yang. You can see, like, Rydia didn't do tons of damage with Thunder. It's not like he's actually weak to Thunder. It is specifically that Yang's Claw gains a bonus against robots. Sid's Hammers also have that bonus. So, and I believe, oh crap, whoops. Okay, we're good. I believe, actually he might be weak to lightning also. Either way, you saw how much damage Yang did. He one-shot Barnabas there. No more games. So his weird skeleton thing is actually a robot also. So you use Sleeping Gas as a counterattack, which is really nasty. But Yang is going to do 6,000 damage a hit because of the way those elemental claws die. I believe the way it works is he does 4 times damage to machines and extra damage from lightning. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm fairly sure it is. We're gonna keep Kane going here. Oh, you can't use Berserker. Doesn't matter. Get Luge's key. You're too late. The tower connects the underworld and the overworld. Rubicante has already taken the crystals to the surface. The dwarves will be annihilated with my cannons. The dwarves are in danger. We've got to stop the cannons. What are you waiting for? Let's go. Ooh. So that fight, with that knowledge of how elemental weaknesses work, is not super hard. We're gonna see how this goes. I think at this point we're probably okay to just head out. Golems are weak to ice in this game, so we are going to just wreck them. Okay, this is where we use the key. We're actually gonna just go ahead and skip forward here. I want to make sure we get this before I trigger whatever cutscenes are going on. Inventory is full. That's annoying. Things I'm not gonna use. Let's see. We're probably not using a vampire fang at this point. I don't think we're planning on using the fairy claws. We're not gonna use the fire claws again. And I'm okay with leaving it as is. Killing dwarves is fun. You cowards, how'd you get in there? Kill them. So, Goblin Captain's here. These are just the regular fight. This is one of the joke fights in the randomizer, because these guys have like 300 hit points a pop. But, destroy the controls. Nothing can stop these cannons now. Yang, what are you doing? Leave this to me. Go, get out of here. It's going to explode. Go now. Yang! Cecil, everyone, I thank you. I've enjoyed traveling with you all. Tell my wife I will always be with her. Yang, farewell. I'm sure you didn't see that coming when I started unequipping him. I love how the sad music starts and there's still random encounters right here. Like, you could literally just get that music for one frame, one step. Seriously? Wow. Okay. So there's some weird aspects. Okay, good. It does come back on. I was afraid it was just going to go into the regular music again. So, Yang's sacrifice is one of the moments. The twins sacrificing themselves always felt a little weird to me. It's really cool and noble, Yang is one of those where it just takes it up another level, and I really appreciate. It just keeps, this game keeps escalating with its sacrifices, and its betrayals. Mostly the sacrifices and betrayals. That's like 9/10 of the game. And why you have a rotating cast of characters for most of the game. We were just ambushed by an egg. By the way, if you didn't notice there, when you look at our MP values, none of my casters are maxed out again. The reason for this is because tents don't actually full heal you. They are literally made to be used as a lower level. They restore 1,000 hit points, and they restore 100 MP. They don't raise the dead. They don't cure certain status effects. That's why cabins are so much better. And as soon as we can buy cabins, we're going to be switching over so we don't take up so much inventory space. By the way, just for the record, this cutscene is why we had to walk back out. You can't cast the exit spell or the warp spell from within the tower because of this. The game ends now. Swoop. We land on the deck of the Enterprise. Where's Yang? Sob. Lost another game. And who is she? Rydia, the summoner from Mist. You're still on me. Okay. I can't remember. Ninja's not gonna last. Cecil, take over. Where are you going? Once we reach the surface, I'm gonna seal the entrance with this bomb. Wait. Man, I really wanted to see the cute kids you and Cecil have together, but I can't let Yang go all alone into the afterlife. Go back to Baron and my crew will help you. There has to be another way. Sid, please don't. That's Uncle Sid to you, little lady. Don't you cry for me. Remember, head for Baron immediately. And he ends on a bad pun. After throwing himself off strapped with explosives to seal the giant hole. So, Yang's sacrifice made a degree of sense. He saved the dwarves by blocking off the or by shutting down the cannons on the tower. There wasn't a good other option necessarily. I'm sure there were, but in the moment it made sense. Sid, I've never quite understood. He throws himself, like why not just throw the bomb? It's not like he makes the bomb more explosive. I suppose he timed it better. I don't know. But with that, we are going to wrap up here. We have come full circle back to the surface. And with that, we're going to wrap for now. Hopefully you've enjoyed. If you have, give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one.